Hello, everybody. It is Monday, October 27th, and welcome back to the Nick Watkins Show. I'm Nick Watkins. We have a lot to talk about and not a lot of time, so let's get started. The 49ers yesterday, they lost. They lost to the Houston Texans by a score of 26 to 15. It was not a good game. Houston, they dominated the first half, really the whole game pretty much. The time of possession was big in this game. Houston possessed the ball for 41 minutes as opposed to the Niners 18, and the Niners really couldn't do anything for the entirety of the first half. Just looking at this, 3 for 9 on third down, um, 48 rushing yards. That's not good. Um, Yeah, it wasn't. The Texans coming off the loss to the Seahawks played very well on both sides of the ball. CJ Stroud threw for 318 yards. And, we really just couldn't do anything in the first half. And we got down, and, that was pretty much it. Um, Kittle caught a touchdown and started Tonjes on national tight end today, so that's cool. But it was um, not it's not an encouraging performance. I think the defense so fired up last week. I don't know if it was because it was right after the Warner injury, or if it was because it was Sunday night at home. But it looked completely different, and we lost two more guys. We lost I think Okuwanu went down, and so did D Winters. We're just so hurt right now, and I know injuries are part of the game and everything, but this is ridiculous how many players are getting hurt. And then so we were getting hurt, and then Houston um, just dominated this game pretty much. That's all you really can say. Just too little too late for the 49ers offense and not enough from the defense. Um, really missing Warner, really missing Bosa, missing everyone who's hurt. And we'll just have to bounce back from this loss. It was a tough one, and we'll have to get them next week, which is against the Rams, I think. Or no, it's against the Giants, actually. Okay, so in New York against the Giants. Speaking of the Giants, Cam Scadaboo is out for the season, I believe, with a nasty injury. So really feel for him. The Jets got their first win of the year. Jonathan Taylor had 3 touchdowns again. That's like the third straight game. And the Packers beat the Steelers on Sunday night. So that was football action from yesterday. Not really much else to say about the Niners game, except that it was not good for us. We got to be better. The game tonight, Commanders at Chiefs. I think Chiefs are going to win this one. No Jaden Daniels. I don't think it's going to be very exciting, to be honest. So Chiefs will probably win that one. World Series tonight, Game 3. The first game of the series that is actually in Los Angeles. It is a 1-1 series tie. For the Blue Jays, it'll be Mad Max Scherzer, and for the Dodgers, it'll be Tyler Glasnow. So looking forward to that one. Um, I think just based on the pitching matchup, I'd say Dodgers first game at home, but you never know how it goes. These are two really good teams, and I'm very excited for it. The Warriors play tonight. 2-1 versus 2-1. The Grizzlies and the Warriors. The Warriors trying to bounce back from that bad loss on Friday at Portland. And just looking to stick it to the Grizzlies because we still don't like the Grizzlies and John Morant. So just looking to, beat up on them and get our third win of the year in front of the Chase crowd. What happened yesterday as well? The Sharks won in overtime against the Wild. 6-5 was the final in that one. William Eklund had 2 goals and an assist. Macklin Celebrini the skate-off goal and 2 assists. And Michael Misa got his first goal of his career. It was a nice game. 6-5, very high scoring. The second win of the year for the Sharks. The second win of the road trip. And the common theme of both of those 2 wins are it went to overtime, obviously, and we won. But we weren't outshot heavily. And normally that's what you see happening. Teams just shoot and shoot and shoot, and we can't do anything. Especially in overtime in this game where the Wild had the puck for basically the whole time. They weren't even shooting; they were just skating around. But and the Sharks couldn't get a line change going, and when they finally did, it was risky. And Askarov made a huge save, and it deflected right to Celebrini, who went in and put it in for the game winner. And it's a Askarov had a good game. He did let up 5 goals, but a lot of them were really rough ones that deflected off people. So he had a good game, and just a good game from the Young Sharks team. Another overtime win on the road trip, and the future is teal, as we say. And then the other thing that we have to talk about, the last thing that happened yesterday, was the Mexican Grand Prix, where Lando Norris won from pole pretty convincingly. That's one thing I've noticed this year in F1 is that whoever wins the race, they win by a lot, and then everything behind them is super close and super tight. And it was Leclerc P2, and I think Verstappen got a penalty, but I'm not completely sure. But the big news there is Lando Norris overtakes Oscar Piastri in the Drivers' Championship for the first time since March, and that is a long time ago. So I think he leads by a point or two. Coming down to the wire, I think there's like 4 or 5 races left to go. That is super exciting stuff from F1. So Norris wins the Mexican Grand Prix, and the next race I think is Brazil. I'm not sure if it's next week or the week after that, but though that's what's happening. What happened yesterday, what's happening today, World Series, fun Monday Night Football, and the Warriors, and looking forward to reflecting on that tomorrow. And I'll see you then.